Hey, everybody. I was wondering if I need to hit the button or was Terry gonna hit? Absolutely, guys. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Absolutely. Look at all the smiling faces coming on in here. You guys come on in. Absolutely, guys. I want to welcome everyone to tonight's presentation overview. As we like to do before we get things kicked off, those of you guys that are chiming in, why don't you go ahead and just state your name, bring that energy, and where you're chiming in from. Go ahead.
Terry Malone, Toledo, Ohio. How you doing, Mr. Ford?
And I'm doing absolutely well, man. Thanks for asking, Terry. Appreciate you. Welcome. Ohio in the house.
Sherry from Colorado.
Colorado in the house.
Hey, gospel singer Douglas. This is Beverly out of Arizona.
Hey, my favorite fan now. Thank you, Miss Bev. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Betty Bridges from Detroit.
Betty Bridges, Detroit. Welcome.
𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗰𝗹𝗶𝗺𝗶 from California.
Southern California.
Okay, Mr. Nico, welcome from California.
Wendy in Denver.
Denver in the house. Welcome.
Anthony Miller, South Carolina.
Anthony Miller, South Carolina. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Who else we got out there?
Selena in Southern California.
Jim Jones, Detroit.
Boy, I tell you, y'all can y'all can sing together, but y'all can't talk together. Who I
All right, Mr. Belinda from Cleveland.
Cleveland, I hear you. Belinda.
Miriam from Denver.
Denver is out there. Welcome.
This is Denise from Atlanta.
Denise from Atlanta. All right, there we go. They used to tell me that back in the day. They say, hey, man, y'all can sing together, y'all just can't talk together. Y'all got to take one at a time.
Amen.
Who else we got out there?
Antoinette from Mississippi.
Mississippi. Oh, look at the burnt orange. Look at there. Bringing it. I love it, Antoinette.
Thank you.
Love that new flavor. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Doug, Elaine, Barbados.
Barbados. Wow, way out there in Barbados. Welcome. It's Elaine Gill. All right, guys. Well,
Barbara,
listen.
yeah, Barbara from the UK. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Woo,
Hi, everyone.
1 o'clock in the morning. I love it.
Oh, yes, I'm getting geared up.
That's what I'm talking about. No excuses out there in the UK. Welcome, United Kingdom. Other side of the world. Welcome. Absolutely. Well, guys, look, we're going to get things rocking and rolling here. I don't want to belabor the moment. I definitely want to welcome all guests, whether this is your first time or maybe even your second or third time. I realize many times we got to hear the information, maybe a couple of times, and make sure it's always going to be consistent and the same thing's going to be said. And I'm going to let you know, I've been involved with this now, going on my 14th month. And guys, I pretty much say the same thing because I just feel it can be kept straightforward when it literally performs as advertised. I don't get into a bunch of hype. I don't get into a bunch of hoopla. I know we get invited to Zooms like this, all the time. And, they're going to be talking about making some money and, they're going to be talking about, how you can get rich in 2 seconds. Well, I'm going to let you know, folks, it's not going to be one of those Zooms, okay? You don't have to worry about that. There's not going to be any hype. There's not going to be any sugar poured on this, no syrup, no sweetener. We're going to give it to you just like it is. And as I mentioned, I've been a part of this now for 14 months. I have a team that's growing in all sorts of the world. We're in like 6 continents right now and going into about 11 to 12 countries. I'm letting you know, folks, I haven't done much at all to make this all take place. And yet, okay, from this day forward, from now until, I'm dust, okay, I will have money coming in for me and my family and for many of my friends that have joined me. They're in the same situation. So guests, let me just tell you this, whether if you see this or you don't see it, at least give the person a big thank you for at least inviting you to at least hear this information. Because what I like to say, as my good friend Greg Baldwin always says, guests, if what we say to you literally makes 0% sense to you, then don't allow myself to twist your arm or the person that invited you to pull on your heartstrings to get you to be involved in this. But what I like to say, only if this makes 1,000% sense, not even 100, okay? 1,000% sense to you, then folks, come on, be a part of this, join us, and start scaling in your residual cash flow, just like many of us already are doing, okay? Let me go ahead and jump into the information. I'm not gonna belabor the moment. I'm going to tell you guys the same thing Elizabeth Taylor told every one of her 8 ex-husbands. She said, I will not be before you long. So let me go on into the information. Some of y'all will catch that along the way. All right, guys, let me get to my presentation here and scroll up here and ignite. Mr. Terry, can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, sir. Crystal clear.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are building a global cooperative bank that produces scalable cash flow. Folks, our global bank, our solution here, folks, is predictable residual cash flow, okay? Predictable cash flow, because cash flow, ladies and gentlemen, has been very, very elusive for about 98% of the world. See, we don't have a problem making money. Whether if we're trading time for money, working a job, or working multiple jobs, there's no problem with us getting money. Or if we're even exchanging a lot of effort for money, working a business or running some organization of some sort, like a church or a nonprofit. But like I said, what's been very elusive has been cash flow, okay? What is cash flow, Douglas? Well, cash flow is money that's coming in, folks, month after month, okay? That's independent of us working for it, okay? Where money is flowing in and out of your life or in and out of your business or your organization, okay? Without you doing any physical labor for that money. You doing something one time, and yet you continue to receive money over and over and over again. Many of you guys maybe heard of this guy by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. He's always talking about finances and money. And Robert says in his book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, if you haven't checked that book out, I definitely recommend you take that to the lab, okay? He says in that book, and I quote, that the true definition of freedom and wealth is when your ongoing residual cash flow, it exceeds your monthly and annual expenses that are coming in every single month. Why is cash flow important, Robert Kiyosaki? Because think about it, your bills, even though you don't look at them this way, they're like subscriptions. See, they come in every 30 days or so, however often you have it set up, like clockwork. See, when you set up your utility bills or your gas bill or your mortgage, or even if you have like other miscellaneous bills, like a Netflix account or like a gym membership. So you set that up one time, but yet that thing, like every 30 days, like clockwork, okay? It's a system in place that's designed to make it money, but to, take money from you as an obligation or an expense that you have. Well, see, what we don't have that's missing in a lot of people's lives is where we have income coming in based on subscriptions, okay? To where every 30 days or every so often you have money that's coming in, folks, where it can offset your bills and your monthly and annual expenses and dues. And so that's what we're going to be introducing you today, folks. That's the solution of our bank, to have you receiving predictable residual cash flow to a reliable and sustainable income, but with a huge, huge caveat. It's actually 3 of them. Now, I know, guess you're probably saying, man, I'm glad he got to the catch, because I know there's always a catch. Well, folks, that's what I love about what we do. We're transparent. See, the catch here, folks, is really simple, okay? There's going to be 0 gambling, guests, of your money. 0 gambling. There's no delayed gratifications here, and there's not going to be any weekly or monthly tasks that anyone is going to be required to do over and over and over and over again in order to continuously receive money here. Folks, I need us to really understand that right there. Because see, I served in the network marketing industry for well over 18 years, cut my teeth in that industry. And I dare say the reason why many people, even though you heard all the hype and the hoopla, you heard all the rags to riches, but folks, frankly, 97% of people did not have breakthrough ongoing residual cash flow. You want to know why? It was always incumbent upon us to always have to continue and continue and continue and continue and continue to meet those qualifications and quotas and pin levels and ranks in order to continue to make the money. Any of you guys can identify what I'm saying? And so, guys, that's not this. So yes, guests, this is not network marketing. Yes, guests, we're not affiliate marketing. We're not any type of Ponzi scam or Ponzi scheme. As a matter of fact, you looking at this, considering it as a Ponzi scheme, you don't really know what a Ponzi scheme is, folks, okay? So real simple, folks, right here at the bottom, we are cooperatively heading up the global expansion of the world's first digital smart wallet. And we're currently looking for strategic partnerships as we divert the billions of dollars that already exist in the digital wallet space into our ecosystem. Guess the result of partnering with us is very simple, okay? The result of partnering with us means predictable and scalable residual cash flow for anyone and everyone from this day forward. And yes, we have entities that are available, that are involved in what we got going on too. We have churches, we have nonprofits, we have foundations, we have fundraisers, we have charities, we have different schools, alumni, booster clubs. I already mentioned fundraisers. We have fraternities and sororities that are also partnered up with us with this project, okay? And so, folks, there is no skill set required, and you can start receiving the cash flow you desire today, folks, okay? For your own personal reasons. Folks are getting involved for their own personal reasons, okay? But what I want to really emphasize on strategic partnership. So you guys are looking for strategic partners. And what I consider a strategic partner is very simply this: someone that's saying, oh, this is getting done. Or, oh, this is done. This is simply a no-brainer. Because with those strategic partners, folks, we have a plan of action in place that I'm going to share with you that is going to secure that money never stops coming to any of us with scale from this day forward, okay? Let's jump into this thing, shall we? Understand, folks, this is our bank. This is the people's bank. See, there's no intermediaries. There's no gatekeepers, okay? There's no centralized authorities here. See, our cooperation, we dictate and we control the issuance of our success here. And folks, what you're going to see is that we all scale simultaneously. I'm getting excited, already thinking about it. I'm not even in the presentation yet. For the first time, ladies and gentlemen, in history, money is no longer controlled by banks or governments, but by the people who use it. That's us, folks. And we're looking for serious individuals here. Only those who want to help build an exciting financial infrastructure of the future. We want partners, folks, collaborators, colleagues who want to who want to join forces with us and create real value and generational wealth. Guess, is that you? This is the reason why you were invited, ladies and gentlemen, right here, to partner with us, okay? Folks, we're not looking for people to come in and just be a body. We're not a trading company, because as I mentioned, there's no gambling. We control the issuance of what we got going on here. And so we're not talking about you receiving 2%, 3%, 4%. I just had somebody a couple of months ago told me about this new thing. Oh, Douglas is going to be 5%. You can get in at this. That was 3 months ago. Can I tell you what that company is right now? Close your eyes and tell me what you see. That's what that company is. Again, I'm not trying to bash anything, folks, but guys, listen, okay? Isn't it time out for us gambling money? Why not have something that we own and we control here, okay? And so that's what we're talking about. Got to make a quick disclaimer that the information shared in this presentation, folks, it's not to be considered as financial advice. It's for educational purposes. As members, we are not financial advisors, and we're just merely sharing our personal experience with this incredible project. Folks, on a piece of paper, I want you to answer these following questions, or you can take a screenshot of this, either one, take a snapshot, okay, with your phone or something like that. But again, folks, there is millions of dollars that's going to be on the table, okay? And so that's on the table for those that are needing, that type of solution, okay? But what we really want to get to is if we can get some landmarks in terms of some monthly expenses and bills that you may have, that we can get those things covered over the next 30 to 60 to 90 days or even less, okay? would that be worth the next 20 to 25 minutes of your time to listen in into what we're going to be sharing with you on tonight? So number one, folks, how much money would help at the end of every month for you? Number two, how much money would you need to cover all your monthly bills and obligations? And number three, how much money would allow you to fire your boss? Now, listen, I know many of us love our job. We love the people that we work with. We love what we do. Douglas, I went to school for 89 years to learn what I learned. And I still ain't working in the degree that I got. But anyway, but I love what I do. Well, hey, that's fine, folks. Why not have your job just be an option for you and not a necessity? And we can get your residual cash flow to where it can offset or even exceed what you bring in per month from your job, okay? Would that be something that would, be worth? Because I realize this, there are some people that make a lot of money, okay? Like my man, Greg Baldwin, he made a lot of money prior to coming to this, okay? But folks, he partnered with this because he was time broke. So he was a high-level executive working for, a Fortune 300 company, okay? He did other things like high ticket. He did real estate and, many other different things. He's an entrepreneur. But folks, he saw a method, folks, that could get his time back, because one thing that he was missing that was more precious than money was his girls, was his wife. And now this man can take trips anytime he wants to. See, he's a weather changer, okay? Any of you guys want to be weather changers? Douglas, what do you mean by weather? See, if it's bad weather in Ohio right now where he lives, him and his wife and daughters can just say, hey, let's go on a plane, let's go to Tahiti, where the weather's all nice and it's 80 degrees outside and it's sunny and it's bright. What did he just do? They changed the weather. Then one day he can just wake up and say, hey, you know what? Let's fly over here to Texas and hang out with Douglas Ford. He can buy some good barbecue, steak dinner, and all of that. Because I promise you, in Texas, it don't seem like it ever get cold. Cold over here in Texas is 72 degrees. It's freezing. I know many of y'all may laugh at that, but no, it's really cold when it gets past 70. You see, I got a long sleeve shirt on now, and it's 73 degrees in my house, okay? But guys, this is what we're talking about, folks. Freedom, okay? Being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it, okay? Guys, I want to introduce you to the Co-op Wallet. The Co-op Wallet is the world's first smart wallet designed to intelligently and successfully automate scalable residual cash flow. The Cooperative Wallet employs artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, and cooperative funding to help members create a private global bank, folks. It's a literal bank in our pocket. We will demonstrate how completing our smart 2 steps just one time can have you passively generating the residual cash flow that you desire for your most important personal, business, or charitable affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm literally going to take you to the back office and literally show you how this thing performs and operates here. So that way you can see how this thing performs as advertised. So I'm not getting up here trying to hype up that I was one day here and another day here. I want you to see it. Because folks, from what you see, if you feel that you are not able to do what we're sharing with you, then by all means, this is just not for you, okay? And so this is a literal plug and pay smart wallet, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, before I go to the back office, I really want to play and have you to hear this video here. This video by a gentleman by the name of Patrick David. He owns the brand called Valuetainment. He's well known for his philanthropy, entrepreneur. This video here has well over 200,000 views. I think Patrick David has somewhere around about 1 million subscribers to his channel. You can look it up on YouTube, Valuetainment. But what he says in this video right here is very, very indicative in how we make money, folks. See, with our operation, when one makes money, 10 make money. And ladies and gentlemen, we cash flow together simultaneously. Simultaneously, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you to think about anything you've ever been involved in or invited to. Were you and the people that you were working with, were you guys all making money together simultaneously? See, that's one of the reasons why in many operations it doesn't work for the masses. Why? Because it requires levels of skill set, because it requires tasks that are people having to do over and over and over again and things of that nature. It only caters to a handful of people only becoming successful. But this one here, folks, no one's getting left out. Let me play this video here of Patrick. Then we're going to go to the back office, and then we'll continue on. I'll show you how all the money unfolds and how our cash flow scales. Let me play this for us real quick.
I'll tell you about the first time I was 21 years old and I saw $6 million of cash right in front of me. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That's what 6 million looks like. Insane. How the hell can I get this kind of money one day? And the guy who had the $6 million was a Jewish businessman who owned dealerships in San Fernando Valley area. And he gave me an advice at 21 that completely changed the way I do business till today. By the way, if you get value from today's message, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Here's what this Jewish businessman told me. I said, how is it possible you got this much money and you're in your mid-30s, 6 million cash? He says, Patrick, there's one thing you need to know about Jews. I said, what's that? When one makes money, 5 make money. I said, what? He says, when one of us makes money in a business, 5 other Jews make money because we like to make money in groups. I said, so what's the benefit of that? He said, everybody keeps doing business together. He says, too many people, ethnicities, nationalities, cultures, backgrounds, they just want to be the one making money. They don't want anybody else around them making money. And then eventually they wonder, how come nobody wants to go into business with me? Because when you make money, nobody else makes money. So ask yourself the question, number one, the person you're working for, does he make money and do you make money? And number two, the people that work with you, who report to you, if they give their best, do they also make good money the way you're making money? If the answer is yes, you're in a great place, go do your part, and eventually you'll make your money like that Jewish mentor shared with this 21-year-old 24 years ago, 23 years ago.
Absolutely, guys. Hey, I love that. But guess, like, really, really think about that, okay? With him and his business partners all making money together, how does anybody lose? I need us to think about that. I sit up there and, like, just really gnawed on that thing, like, when we're all making money together, we're all scaling simultaneously. Who is losing in that situation? No one, ladies and gentlemen. And so when I saw this back 14 months ago, I was riding around with my son. I got a son that he played his last game of football just a couple of weeks ago in high school. He's now about to go on to college. But while I was looking at this, or when it was sent to me, I was driving around my son to different colleges. He was putting on his talent for these coaches and scouts. And lo and behold, I was receiving these dings and notifications on my phone. And I was like, what's going on? And it was money coming to me. So obviously when you got money coming to you and you ain't working for it, you're like, well, I need to take a stronger look at this. So that's what I did, folks. Peeled back the onion. Gentleman that was showed me this. He showed me the demonstration that I'm about to show you guys. He literally showed me how the money was coming. And then I had friends that I referred as strategic partners. And ladies and gentlemen, they did the same thing. Now, remember, I'm not doing any more weekly tasks or any more, weekly, nothing, right? And no more money came out of my pocket, nothing. And they did the exact same thing. And they received just like I did. But guess what else happened, ladies and gentlemen? Lo and behold, more money came to my account. And good God Almighty, more money came to the person that invited me in their account. I said from that point on, that's game over. Because I've been involved, like I said, in other things. Did many different things outside of network marketing. I did trading programs too. Lost over, tens of thousands with, commas in it. Okay. And I never seen anything like this, folks. And the company, since I've been with them, they never missed a payment. Matter of fact, they haven't missed a payment over 20 years. Okay. They pay on time. And most importantly, I'm able to draw my money. No problems, no flaws with me withdrawing my money. I'm able to do it daily. Everyone does, right? So anyway, let's go into the back office here. I just don't want you guys to hear it. I want you guys to see it. Oh, I know it's probably logged me out. I was logged in. And so folks, what we have is what we call a co-op build dashboard, okay? And this dashboard is just an exact replica of how a live account functions, okay? And so we use this as a transparency tool to just show people how the bank works, okay? Because, when I say it works as advertised, I show it to you. Now, you see, it says at the top, your inviter's account. So just pretend this is your inviter who invited you. Now, I jumped ahead and I added accounts, okay, after the inviter. That's why you see money already in the already on their dashboard here. So we have a standard version, which we call the Co-op 28, and we have a 10X version, which is the Co-op 280, okay? Where both of these we receive from if we're involved in both, okay? I'm mainly gonna be talking about and demonstrating the Co-op 28, okay? You have $35 across the board. Now, please hear me. A couple of things I wanna address. The reason why it's cash flow, folks, because everyone's doing a $28 subscription that we do every 28 days. But please hear this, folks, because this is the exciting part. As your first 3 strategic partners come on board and they activate an account, folks, it's gonna cover and scale you to $35. This is residual money, folks, because this is coming in every 28 days. Because remember, everyone's doing a $28 subscription, right? And you're also gonna be receiving from everybody's $28 subscription thereafter, okay? And remember what I said, when one makes money, 10 make money. So not only in this example, guess did your inviter receive from these 3 accounts. Let me show you here. I'm gonna go to the global team here. You see, I just created these accounts today. See, it's November 13th, November 13th, November 13th. The system populates you your own registration key. It's basically like a routing number to your checking account, okay? And only you have access to this registration key. It's unique to your account. As you can see, your Co-op wallet is over here. Click on this, folks. You can check your balance. You can add funds to it. You can withdraw your funds 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There's 0 holds on your money. Let me say that again. There's no locking your money up and it being traded, and you know your money has to rely on the fluctuation or whatever's going on in the market. No, we're not those type of operations. And you're able to send money from one Co-op wallet to another Co-op wallet without any limitations, folks. The money gets to them within 1/10 of a second. And there's no limitations on how much you can send per week or how much you can send per month. Folks, if you want to send $1 million, you can send $1 million to a Co-op wallet to another Co-op wallet, and it gets to them within 1/10 of a second, okay? But with these 3 accounts, because of their activation, that's why there's $35 here and also $352 in the 10X. Now, I need us to remember this number because I'm gonna highlight it when we unfold all the money to you, okay? But please understand, your inviter's not the only one that received money. See, when my 3 strategic partners did this, folks, I was rolling with my son, and you know what happened? I made money simultaneously. My inviter made more money simultaneously. Their inviter, their inviter, their inviter, their inviter, their inviter. We all received from these accounts that opened up, ladies and gentlemen, and it was independent of our involvement. See, in this example, this would be your inviter bringing in. Now, we're going to pretend you guessed or my demo account here, okay? So guess, as you're looking at this is your inviter. You are my demo account, right? So I'm gonna go back to the dashboard here, and I'm gonna close this box down. Now I'm gonna bring up another window because I want you guys to see how this performs right in front of you here. I wanna show it to you live, okay? Put in this password. All right, and I'm gonna log in. Now, I didn't jump ahead in this account, guess. I'm waiting for it to populate here. Around and around, where around we go. Y'all know how technology can be sometimes. I think my bandwidth could be a little something. Okay, do I need to go to another browser? All right, okay. Can't wait on you. Let's refresh here. Let me see if it's good now. Nope, still spinning. All right, let's go to another browser. All right, let's log into that again. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All right. No problem. Always more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. All right. So guess, look, at the top. You see it says my demo account. So guess this is just as you open an account right now after this presentation. You decide to want to get involved with this, okay? Now, close all these boxes out that come up when a new window. So it says my demo account, which is your account, guest. Notice you're all at zeros across the board because I didn't jump ahead here, right? So I want to come down here. I just want to add some folks that's in the audience here. So let me add I heard Mr. Nico out there. I'm just gonna do Nico's business. Okay, Nico business here. So this is just as Mr. Nico here. That's opening up an account, ladies and gentlemen. After you, okay? Now I'm gonna do one account here real quick because guys, I want you guys to see you're gonna receive from every single account. Okay. That activates after yours. So this is just as Mr. Nico is activate an account, put that code that I'm not a robot. And when I hit invite, folks, 1.5 seconds from that account becoming active, you guys saw it was zeros across the board, right? Let's scroll up here. There we go. It's taking its time. It's okay. But guess, are you guys seeing? How long did it take money to get into, guess, your account? It was instant. Remember, it's always simultaneously with your inviter. So I'm going to refresh them. Did their money scale? Yes, it did, ladies and gentlemen. Remember what Patrick David said? We're all scaling and receiving cash flow together with scale. Because see, this was independent of your inviter's involvement. But not only did you guests receive, you're the My Demo account. Not only did your inviter scale, but their inviter to a mathematical certainty, ladies and gentlemen. Now remember, your first 3 gets you to 35, so that's 1175. Let me add 2 more accounts here. Who else do we have in the audience? Let me do my girl there. Let me do Barbara out there in the UK. UK business, okay. UK business at 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗺𝗶𝗺𝗀𝗋𝗋.com. And I'm gonna add a church here. Now Faith Church. Yeah, Now Faith Church at 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗺𝗋𝗋.com. So folks, this is just as these 2 accounts are opening up after you, as these are your strategic partners. Now folks, strategic partners, I want to emphasize on this, are those that are saying, oh, this is getting done, or, oh, this is done. Because folks, as this is happening, with our strategic plan of action, folks, money never stops here. Because I need you to understand, as those accounts went active, this was independent of your inviter. This was your involvement in this example. First off, is your subscription covered? Yes or yes? So you're not having to come out of pocket, but understand, simultaneously, independent of their involvement, ladies and gentlemen, 9 other people just had an increase, and it was independent of their involvement. Watch when I hit refresh. Y'all watch this money. Y'all watch it. Look at this. Bling! Folks, how long? Folks, is this taking a week for 3 accounts to come up? No. See, folks, this is 100% by our own choice. There's no chance here. See, this operation is not having that vibe or that participation of you are bringing on friends and y'all are walking down the street of your neighborhood offering people coupon books, Bibles, and cleaning products. We're not building a sales force. It's not building a sales team. And everyone's just doing what I just showed you one time, and they're having 3 strategic partners that are also going to just replicate with 3, and they're only required to do it one time. Remember I said it's not about a weekly or monthly task that people are having to do over and over again, because see, when one makes money, 10 make money. And so folks, you're going to be making, you're going to be receiving micro payments from every co-op wallet account that opens up after yours from this day forward. How smart would it be that if we had a plan of action in place to where everybody that participates is only required to do it one time? And as everyone is diversifying their one-time effort, it is collectively scaling everybody's residual cash flow. Because you're not going to be left out. You're going to receive just like your inviter has been receiving, just like their inviter has been receiving, which is the reason why your inviter got invited, which is the reason why you got invited. And it's just simple a choice, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get back to the presentation. Guys, this never gets old with me explaining it. I go horse sharing this thing because this is incredible, okay? If you just understood how excited I was, you may want to check my sobriety just to make sure I wasn't like, you know, hustling something in my system. But guys, I cannot shut up about this thing because I know that it works, and it works as advertised. And we're scaling in our residual cash flow simultaneously, guys. So you guys remember that 35? Because now I'm gonna show you how the money all unfolds here, okay? Each member assigns to 3 in 7 days, one time ever, okay? Guys, I need that one time to hit you like a ton of bricks, okay? One time, folks. You become an active STM member, you're gonna buy 3 $28 tokens. I call them activation tokens, and 3 NFTs, which is non-fungible tokens. That gives you global business ownership of your wallet and account, folks. See, that's the difference here. Remember, this is our bank. We dictate, our cooperation, okay, dictates and controls the issuance of our success here. So simply this $28 activation token, what the artificial intelligence does is basically it's taking our economic value of a one-time out of pocket, and it's issuing it to everyone in our ecosystem that was prior to you. And the same thing's gonna happen for you and your 3 strategic partners from this day forward. Paying it forward to 3 strategic partners, that's what SP is, during your first 7 days, one time, who are willing to do the same one time, paying it forward to 3 as well. And as you can see, how long did it take when I was in your inviter's account to get the $35? I opened those accounts today. So guys, we're gonna base this on everyone taking a week. I'm showing you the money based on the mathematical certainty of everybody taking 7 days, Nico taking 7 days, Barbara taking 7 days, and whoever else that's a guest taking 7 days to do this, that can really honestly be done in 10 minutes. Just want you to see what you could be looking at with everybody taking a week. That's turtle speed here. So you do your first one-time execution, brings you to $35, covers your subscription, correct? But remember, it's 2 steps. Okay. Second step is your 3 strategic partners doing the exact same thing. They're gonna duplicate and have 3 do the same. How many times they're doing that? One time. Guess what? They received 35 just like you did, but look what happened. It's scaled your money to $47 independent of your involvement. Now, guys, listen, I've been doing this now for 14 months. And I want to say this, that $47, that's the secret sauce. Because see, what I tell people, you get the $47 cat quick, because I'm the same thing I told your inviter. It's the same thing I'm telling you, guests. And it's the same thing I'm going to tell your strategic partners. Everyone get the $47. You won't have to worry about money again from this day forward. Because I like giving people a target, a goal, a focus. And how you got the $47? You did your execution, Had your 3 strategic partners do the same. They got the 35, you got the 47. Now, guess what we're going to do in week 3? We're going to have their strategic partners do the same thing. Look what happened. Their friends got the 47, excuse me, your friends got the 47 in their bank. But look what happened independent of you doing anything else. You scaled to $96. See, folks, this is cash flow. You never will have to hear me say that Nico has to come back and do this again. You'll never hear me say that Barbara has to come back and do this again. You'll never hear me say that Antoinette has to come back and do this again. Well, Douglas, what if I get someone and they don't do anything? That's not a strategic partner. Very simple. Okay? You want a strategic partner, folks, that's only looking to do something one time that simultaneously is scaling everybody's residual cash flow. Hence the reason why we only want those that are seeing this as I'm getting this done or this is done. And you're only doing this one time. Watch this. This pattern keeps going. Okay? 4 weeks in, your friend's bank and your friends and you haven't done anything since your first week, respectively. Your cooperative continues to duplicate and grow, and you're now receiving $258 residually. Because remember, you're receiving from everybody's $28 subscription. Here's my question. Is your friend's subscription covered? Yes. Has your friend's subscription been covered? Yes. Is your subscription, well, of course it's been covered. Folks, it all got covered with their first 3 strategic partners. Look, at this point, your 28-day, $28 subscription is deducted now from your co-op wallet. And you're only 4 weeks in. So that's leaving you theoretically with $220, $30, excuse me, okay? You don't have to add all that well in order to make money here. Let's go with 5 weeks in. Remember, everybody's taking a week to a mathematical certainty, only doing a one-time execution. This is taking a week. Some people are not waiting a week, ladies and gentlemen. I just had a team in Czechoslovakia. Man, I tell you something, people out in other parts of the world, when they see opportunity, it's like, man, it's like flies to something that don't smell good. They coming. Okay? But folks, look at this. At this point, you have enough residual deposits now to be automatically upgraded to the 10X division. Now, guys, we're just pouring gasoline on the fire. But you're still going to be scaling in the standard version. This money is not going to stop accumulating for you. And now you're just adding another division of our bank that's bringing you in another stream of residual cash flow that's 10X the numbers you're seeing right here. In the words of my grandfather, he would be saying, good God Almighty. Your income begins to increase tenfold, folks. Has your friends' done anything since their first week? Have they done any more work? Have they came out any more money out of pocket? Have they had to involve any more people? The answer to all those is no. Same thing with your friends, same thing with you. 6 weeks in, you've scaled to $2,360. This passes a milestone because you are now receiving a total of $2,360 residually, folks. This could cover a major monthly bill for about 98% of people on the planet, or even cover their rent, okay? $2,000, folks. This is what I know. There's a statistic out there that many people, homes went into foreclosure only needing an extra $500 a month. Here, you have scaled to $2,360 6 weeks in, independent of you doing anything. Your friends are at $987 residually. Their friends are at $258 in their bank. Residual cash flow, folks. This money is not just coming in for Nico or Barbara or our participants one time. Folks, as this money is scaling, it's coming to you month after month, after month, after month. 7 weeks in. Still scaling, folks. You are now receiving a total of $5,242 residually. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, this is higher than the average monthly income in the U.S. of A. And your cooperative and income are still growing. Let me tell you why, guest, your inviter was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs to get you in front of this. Because you, 7 weeks in, they're at 5,000. You're at 2,000. Does this look or even sound remotely anything like MLM, where it's just only to those at the top receiving breakthrough cash flow? And because we are dictating the outcome, we're not relying on our money being gambled. And is anybody waiting on any results? No, the money is instant and always instant and continuous and residual from this day forward. I'm about to run out of here. Yeah, 8 weeks in, guys, for you. Look, your bank has scaled to 13,423 in residual month after month cash flow. Your friend's bank, they're at 5,000 now because it's in their 7th week. Did I say this is with people just taking a week? Some people are not waiting that long because we dictate and control it. Okay? Your friend's friends, their bank is at 2,360. Now, guys, listen, I want to give you another perspective of how this money, flows out. I want to show you it now from what we call a bird's eye view, just to give you another perspective here, okay? But there again, when one makes money, 10 make money. There's no delayed gratification, a one-time execution replicated in 1 week or less, okay? Now I'm starting this with the inviter still again. How many times is the inviter doing the execution, taking a week to do it? 1 time. They scale to 35, okay? Then you, folks, you got invited by your inviter, plus 2 others. You guys are taking a week to do this one-time execution. What's going to happen with you as your 3 come behind you and activate an account? It brings you to 35. But what else did it do? It scaled your inviter to $47. Guys, at $47, I need you to think about that. How much work was involved to get that? What? You invited your friends and they invited 3 of their friends. And that's just replicating everybody doing that one time. No more work's required for anyone to do. No one's required to involve any more people. Douglas, how often am I able to be able to withdraw my money? 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Okay. And right here, folks, I want to read the fine print. The AI is set up to where every co-op wallet after you and your friends sends you and them deposits that are engineered to come residually month after month as this duplicates forward to a mathematical certainty week after week or less. The one-time participation replicated continuously scales all participants without any more work being required. So now, your strategic partners, okay? They get to 35, what does it do? Bring you to 47. But look what happened to your inviter. It brought them to 96 in their 3rd week. These guys here, your 2nd week, excuse me, your 3rd week, their 1st week, they're at 35, okay? Didn't you start right here? Yes. Didn't your inviter start right here? Yes. Did your friend start right here? Yes. See, it's all predictable, guys. It's with mathematical certainty. Scales your friend's money to 47. Scales yours to 96. Your inviter's to 258. These guys, their 1st week, your 4th week, 35 to them. Scales their money. Scales your strategic partner's money. Scales yours. Scales your inviter. You want to know why you are excited for your inviter? Because they're just showing you where you're coming in the following week if it's taking that long. 5 weeks for you, 1 week for these guys, 35. Look, scales, 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 scales. These guys, first week for them, your 6th week in total. Scales everybody's residual cash flow. These guys here, 7 weeks in for you, 1 week in for them, scales everybody residual cash flow. Guys, this pattern just continues, folks, okay? There's no saturation points with our operation, folks. You can't saturate cash flow. If that was the case, the banks would be saturated, okay? There's no saturation points with what we have going on, folks. And so look, folks, it just continues, the pattern. You see the pattern, okay? Now your inviter 9 weeks in, they're at over $48,298 in month-to-month residual cash flow. You are at $13,000. Your friends are at $5,200 in month-to-month residual cash flow. Have your invited you, these guys, these people, these people, these people, and these people, have they done anything, done any more work, had to come out of any more money out of their pocket since their first week? No, 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 no. Everybody we receiving together. See, folks, this is why I got jacked up, fired up, and excited, because this is mutually beneficial, okay? This is mutually rewarding. Okay? This is everybody scaling and no one getting left out. And it's literally a set it and forget it upon everyone just doing 2 simple steps that they're only ever required to do 1 time. These guys here, their first week, your 9th week, respectively. They received 35, scales you to 48,000, just like your inviter was. And their 9th week, your inviter is at 193,688. Next week will be your 10th week. Next week will be your friend's, 2 weeks from there will be your friend's 10th week. When these guys get to their 10th week, ladies and gentlemen, it's with mathematical certainty. That's why we take you to the back office and show you. So just like when everybody got 35, everybody gets to 47, 96, 258, 987, and the numbers in between. Because remember, you're receiving on every account. And you may have somebody activate an account today on Monday, somebody activate an account tomorrow on Tuesday, and hey, that's when your residual cash flow starts from those accounts. Some open up on Wednesday, some will open up on Thursday, some will open up on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Guess what? You may never ever meet them or ever see them. Do you really think I know and have seen and worked with everybody in my organization? No. Guys, that's how it works. So everyone re-enters again, ladies and gentlemen, and your team follows you. There's no saturation points. In case somebody asks, well, Douglas, what if I'm the last person in and we've gone through 7 billion people and there's nobody else left? Isn't this one of those things that are going to just fade out? Well, folks, you do understand that everybody has been receiving money independent of their working for it. Who's going to turn off money coming into their household and they're not working for it? Nobody. So no, folks, it's reliable, it's sustainable. We dictate this and we come through as many times. It's a Morbius loop is what they call it, right? Anyway, guys, ignite your bank. Ignite your bank, folks. 2 ways you can ignite your bank here, okay? We have what we call the standard option number 2, where it's $99 plus exchange fees. It's approximately going to be $125 out of pocket, folks. That's going to get you 3 of the $28 tokens to give to your 3 friends that you're doing 1 time, okay? But we're looking for strategic partners, guys. You're looking for the people that are saying, oh, I'm getting this done, or, oh, this is done, okay? Let's not sing and dance at home. We see it's a one-time execution. It's not just when you have your 3, it's your 3 partners also doing the same. Set it and forget it. Money is immediately paid out to your inviter and to 9 others prior, folks. We control and dictate the issuance of this ecosystem. No gambling, no delayed gratification, and no weekly or month-to-month tasks that anybody's ever required to do. You're going to receive residual on all standard co-op wallets after you. You're going to receive digital ownership rights. That's that NFT that gives you global business ownership. You're going to receive blockchain, crypto literacy, business education, training and support, folks. And then we have our 10X, okay, where it's $379 plus exchange fees. It's approximately $430 one time out of pocket, okay? And we have many different methods in which you can onboard yourself. Some people use cryptocurrency. Some people use a bank card or a debit card. Okay, we have those options there back. Some people who have a MetaMask account. We have MetaMask in there now where you can use that. It's a decentralized wallet. Some people use Coinbase. I've used Coinbase to use crypto. Some people are using Cash App. Some people are using PayPal and whatever method they can onboard. Okay, we're going to have like over 100 some cryptos that you can choose from. And we only use crypto, folks, to make the payment. We're not relying on any fluctuation or any gambling. When your money is in our wallet, in our ecosystem, it's in stable coin. So there's no fluctuation. Your money is your money, dollar for dollar, okay? And you can withdraw your money 7 days a week. Send it over to wherever your crypto, because it goes in USDT stable coin. You can just send it over. And we have a resource hub, folks. We have walkthrough videos, how step-by-step to set all this up. I have a 65-year-old step-grandmother. She knows how to do this now like clockwork. Trust me, she didn't know how to turn a computer on. I love this. Anyway, guys, so with the $379 plus exchange fees, that's going to get you the 3 of the $28 tokens to give to your 3 friends one time. It's also going to activate you in our 10X division, okay, where you start from the 10X. From the start, folks, you guys may want to make money even faster, because now you're receiving from both of the divisions or the cooperatives, if you would, okay, versus just the standard, okay? And so, again, money is immediately paid out to your inviter and to 9 others prior, folks. Everything's instant here, ladies and gentlemen, no waiting. Receive residual on all co-op wallets after you. So you're going to be receiving on accounts in the 280 and from digital wallets in the 28. You're going to receive digital ownership rights. Okay, you're going to receive blockchain, crypto literacy, business education, training and support. And we also offer you a free online virtual business card and QR code. And guys, that thing there is so essential to you. I can't tell you how it has been so easy for me to market the business with my digital V card. Because folks, we're in a touch and touch go world where people have very short attention spans. That digital V card, folks, it allows you to capture somebody's attention in 30 seconds or less. They get taken to a 15-minute a bank in your pocket video webinar. And man, it basically does all the heavy lifting for you, okay? A lot of people love that because they're able to assimilate the information and get this in front of people in a very professional and real fast, quick way there, okay? So guys, it's 100% a choice, not a chance. We developed Co-op Wallet, which is our online digital bank. It's your money, ladies and gentlemen. There's no holds on your withdrawals. Let me say that again. There is no holds on your withdrawals. This is our bank, the people's bank. No middlemen, no centralized authorities. Our wallet is on the blockchain. Now we get deep in the weeds in that, but those of you guys that understand that, you know how powerful that is. We have the control here, decentralized. You're able to send or receive money globally with other Co-op Wallet users. Okay. Yes, folks, we can send money. We have people in third world countries that are unbankable. They have a Co-op Wallet. We're able to, for those of us that have business out there, we're able to send and receive and transfer money amongst one another in our ecosystem, and money gets to them within a half a second. You gain a sellable asset through your global business ownership. That's that NFT that we spoke about. 100% of all royalties are distributed to us. 100% of the royalties are distributed to who? Us, ladies and gentlemen, okay? The members. Royalties are immediately paid directly to your Co-op Wallet. Wait a minute, Douglas. So we get 100% of the money. And the money gets paid out when? Immediately. Well, dang, how can you be scammed from that? If we get 100% and I get it immediately, okay, well, okay, Douglas, so I get the money immediately, I get it. When am I able to withdraw my money though? That's the next point. Quickly build and scale, securely store your royalties and withdraw them when you want. Quickly build and scale predictable, ongoing residual cash flow, folks. There's no limits to anything. Your business is automated using artificial intelligence upon you and your strategic partners completing the 2 smart steps that everyone is just only doing one time. Not one time a month, one single time, period. All cooperative members receive instantly and continuously, residually, folks, from this day forward. So ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end. Your inviter is ready to give you a $28 activation token. We have a pay it forward method here. The reason why we like to pay it forward, folks, we want to eliminate any guesswork and any maybes of this taking place, okay? And with us paying it forward, we make this a clear, straightforward path that everyone continues to scale to whatever their landmark may be for their business, personal, or charitable. If y'all remember those 3 questions, how much money would you need to take care of your monthly obligations? How much money would you need, okay, at the end of the month for you? And we can get the kind of money that can fire your boss or at least make your job be an option. What is that number? Please let the person that invited you know what that is, because it's all about having a focus and a goal here, folks, and getting that thing done for you in 30, 60 to 90 days or less, okay? So simply reconnect with the party that referred you. They will demonstrate how simple it is to open a free core bottle account. They just need your name, email, and phone number, folks. Then buy your referral tokens to give 3 people, and then buy your referral tokens to give to 3 people just one time. 2 types of questions that always get asked many times when we come forth the information. Douglas, is it just 3 accounts, 2 steps? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Just one time. Douglas, can we refer more than 3? Absolutely. You'll be even compelled to do so because you just see how this thing works, okay? And so with that, folks, we want to invite you to our resource hub, smarterthanmoney.com. Guests, if anything that I said, maybe didn't make sense to you, I got to apologize for that. Maybe I didn't, bring enough value before you. So please don't charge that to me. But if I said something that just really wasn't clear, please revisit. You want to see the presentation over again, please go to smarterthanmoney.com, okay? And watch this thing and listen to it a second time. If after hearing the second time, it doesn't, quite, watch it a 3rd time. And hey, if it doesn't, hit you and equate to you after the 3rd time, then it's okay. It's not for you. Just let the person that invited you say, hey, it's not for me, because we're looking for strategic partnerships here, okay? So with that, folks, I'm going to close it out. We'll open it up for any Q&A. But it's always my plum-pleasing pleasure to bring you the information when I brings it. And appreciate you guys being just an awesome audience and folks. But if there's any guest that has a question or maybe want me just to go over something just to make sure and make it more clear, definitely like to take the time out for any Q&A for any guest or if there's a member that's maybe brand new. But we want to definitely take questions from guests first. So if any guests, you can go down to the bottom and hit reactions and hit raise your hand, or you can just unmute yourself. And as Beverly would tell you, if y'all don't give me a question, I'll just start singing.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Oh, Tyrone, don't do me like that.
I don't know, you sing pretty well, but look, Douglas,
yes, sir.
I had a question. I'm trying to get into the business with Selena, but one of the other person that I'm trying to sign up asked a simple question like, if a person is incarcerated, are they able to join or follow the procedures?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they can. Because really all that's needed, Tyrone, is just an email address to create their account. And if they want to have it in their name or a family member's name, or if they have like a business name, they can put it in there. And yeah, sure, man. Why not? Absolutely.
All right, thank you. I have to get back with my friend in New York.
No, it's all good. Hey, see, that's what I'm talking about. Not making no excuses. Guys, there's a game that's called Monopoly. Do you know you can still make money while you're incarcerated in Monopoly? So I love that. I don't look down on that situation. I embrace that. That means that somebody, even though they're in a situation, they still got, dreams and ambitions and goals and what they need to accomplish. So I applaud that. Man, hey, whenever that guy becomes free, man, I'd love to meet him if I can, Tyrone.
All right, thank you.
That did something to me. Sheesh. Yeah, but I hope that answers your question, Tyrone. It shouldn't be no issue.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I asked, as Selena said, why don't you bring it up at the next meeting? So I brought it up.
Absolutely. You did. Hey, you did what that great leader told you. Selena,
Yes, sir.
she's a rock star. I mean, a lot of my success, and this is no joke, I'm not saying this, but Selena has been a very catalyst. She, me and her have conversations at times over social media, and she applauds me, she roots me on. She's always answered questions that I had, and I know she does new members orientation, and which that's going to be on Wednesday. So definitely new members and guests be on new members orientation this Wednesday. I don't know who's doing it, if it's Miss Selena or Bridget or Beverly, but they do a bang up job getting us to understand our business. To grow your business, you got to know the business. That makes sense. Any guests got any questions? That's a great question, Tyrone. Appreciate you, boss. Did you have another question?
No, I don't. That's the one I had to wait to get an answer.
It's all good. It's all good. Great question, man. Absolutely. Barbara, I love that hat. I love that. What is that, a hat? That purple hat you got on.
It is a hat, yes.
Oh, okay. I love it. It looks stylish. I love that. Absolutely. Any guess? All right, Beverly, I'm trying to warn them. Okay. Brother Nico, any questions, sir? Anybody?
Great job.
Thank you so
I want
much.
to be just like you.
Thanks, Doug.
He gets me with that every time. No problem, Wendy, out there in Denver.
Thank you, Doug.
I hope the
Appreciate the
Broncos
opportunity,
win.
boss.
Broncos win. Okay, guys. Well, question going once, going twice. Okay, nobody got it. Man, I mean, y'all make me think I'm that I'm a little okay at doing this. I cannot be that good. It got to be a question. No. All right.
Thank you, Doug.
Anyway, all right, guys. Well, listen, I'm not gonna hold you guys too much longer. I just like being with y'all. On these Monday nights, I miss y'all. Y'all don't understand. I miss us. I like being with us. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you guys get out of here. But guys, definitely get back in contact. Guests, don't even think about this. Allow this to happen for you. Reach back and contact the person that invited you. Just give them your name, email address, phone number. Get your 3 tokens or your 4 tokens, and let's ignite your bank. Okay. I know money loves speed. I didn't want to wait a week. Okay. Me and my friends got this thing done in less than 48 hours. Okay. We didn't want to wait no week. Got it? That thing's been duplicating ever since. So guys, we like to close every time we come together. We just like to say we want to see each and every one of you at the top. And most importantly, we want to see you cash flowing. And most definitely over the top. You guys take care. Be blessed.
Awesome job, Doug. Thank you so much.
Doug.
Bridget.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doug.
Oh,
Thank you
so
very
welcome.
much, Doug. Thank you.
Y'all.